clearly a very alarming incident for almost 200 passengers on board this British Airways flight intended for London. And while it was taxiing at Johannesburg International Airport, preparing to take off, the aircraft collided with an office building on the side of the taxiway. Now, the plane, of course, did not take off at this stage, and none of those on board the flight were injured, although some of them very shaken up, understandably. We were able to speak to one of the passengers just a short while ago. Here's what he had to say.
We were doing a decent rate of speed for taxiing purposes on a tarmac, and I just saw this building in front of us. I said to myself, man, that building looks close. But I never thought anything else about it. And then within half a second to millisecond, the plane just smashed into the whatever building that is. The air hostess or the flight attendant, she was sitting across from me, and her eyes just got huge. By the time I saw her eyes, I actually got a bit nervous just seeing her face. And I was like, oh my God, we just hit a building. And there's extensive damage to the building. That 747 is not going anywhere for some. What blew my mind was once we got off the plane, that wing was probably 3 to 5 meters deep into that building. So it wasn't just the tip that actually penetrated that building, man. It was like a good portion of the tail end of that wing.
So clearly a frightening experience for those on board, but as we said, thankfully no injuries for those on board the flight. Now, the Civil Aviation Authority in South Africa have told us that the aircraft was travelling down a taxiway that was too narrow for it. We've heard from the airline itself, British Airways, that a full investigation is underway as to why this happened. And meanwhile, we should tell viewers in this busy travel period and the run-up to the holiday season that the aircraft affected has been moved